Guten Morgen, muchachos. Welcome back to Football Digest Daily. My name is Nyashon. Today's Digest Daily. Honestly, there's not much to talk about as far as the Premier League is concerned. Well, apart from, Manchester United getting beat, Liverpool 3 points being 3 points away from winning the league, Arsenal beating Ipswich, Chelsea winning against Fulham, Manchester City winning. Nothing to talk about. I mean, the only other piece of news worth talking about is that Leicester City have been officially relegated, joining Southampton. And Manchester United are not going to be relegated. We have saved them by beating Ipswich. We as Arsenal. So, that's all I'll talk about. And of course, Wrestlemania 41. All right, let's get down to it. All right, Matchday 33 was going down this weekend. Kicked off with no early kickoff, by the way. 5 p.m. fixtures, likes of Man City versus Crystal Palace. No, Man City versus, or rather Everton, welcoming Manchester City at Goodison Park. Manchester City won that game 2-0. Nico O'Reilly is coming clutch for Manchester City, by the way. Came clutch for them in the FA Cup. Now it's come clutch for them in the league game. Of course, they don't want to get caught up in this top 4 fight, even though they are deep in it. But that was a good way of them to get themselves closer to getting a top 5. Which other game was being played at 5 p.m.? Let me see. Nani wengine walikuwa wanacheza saa 11. Brentford. Yeah, Brentford were playing against Brighton. They won that game 4-2. I did not see that one coming. Brentford are doing quite well. Who else was in action on Saturday? Of course, there's the late kickoff between Aston Villa and Newcastle United. Aston Villa absolutely annihilated Newcastle United. It's like they were revenging for the beatdown they got, or for getting knocked out of the Champions League. Was it on Tuesday? Yeah, on Tuesday last week. So, a good performance, good goals as well. All-round performance for Aston Villa. They needed that to be in the mix of the top 4. Now, the gap between number 3 and number 7 has never been smaller. One slip up in the teams that are there. I'm talking Chelsea, I'm talking Nottingham Forest. As we speak, Nottingham Forest, as I shoot this, Nottingham Forest are playing today against Spurs. They are out of the top 5. But of course, if they beat Spurs, of course they go up there. But nothing is cast in stone here, man. So that top 4 fight is going to be crazy. Aston Villa absolutely beat Newcastle United. Then on Sunday, of course, you had the 4 p.m. fixtures. Chelsea up against Fulham. I thought Chelsea were going to win. They actually came from behind to win that game 2-1. Arsenal up against the Tractor Boys. Absolutely annihilated them 4-0. What else? Manchester United were playing against Wolves. They lost 1-0. That was expected. I knew them. Wolves going to come and bite the devil's asses. I saw that one coming. I'm not surprised. And Wolves right now, I understand they have won 5 games in a row. That's a record for Wolverhampton Wanderers. They have not done that since 1970-something or something. And then of course the last one was Liverpool up against Leicester City. Liverpool at King Power Stadium, they won that game 1-0. Liverpool now, they are 3 points away from winning the league. If they they don't even have to beat, let's say, Spurs this coming weekend. If Arsenal, we have midweek action this coming week against Crystal Palace. If we do not beat Crystal Palace, then Liverpool have won the league without even touching the ball. Crazy, right? So, Manchester United 1-0 against Wolves. Arsenal beat Ipswich 4-0. Let me see how the goals were. Fantastic brace by Leandro Trossard. Who else scored for us? Ethan Nwaneri scored. Martinelli scored as well. The assist by Mikel Merino. That dude is cooking, man. We are absolutely loving what he is doing, man. He's absolutely cooking. From having a brace of assists at Santiago Bernabeu to assisting again during the weekend. Hey, Mikel Merino, bana. That dude is the ish as far as Arsenal is concerned. We need him to continue like that for the rest of the season. So that's out the Premier League. Nothing really caught my eye. Bournemouth. Who are Bournemouth playing against? Was it Southampton? I think, and they drew that game. Which other team did I not mention that were in action? Chelsea mentioned, Arsenal. If I've not mentioned them, they don't really matter. There's a game tonight between, of course, Nottingham Forest at Spurs. That's going to be an interesting one for the top 4. For the guys who are fighting for the top 4. I am not in that league. All right, let's do WrestleMania 41. It was going down on Saturday and Sunday. Today was night 2. The main event was as boring as they come. It's crazy. I feel like this WrestleMania was very bittersweet for fans. I mean, like on Saturday, all the matches by the main event, boring. All of them. Well, they were. You see, like when it's WrestleMania, you expect some moments to happen and something crazy to go down, right? The only crazy thing that went down on Saturday night, waking up to Sunday, was Paul Heyman betraying CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Now that is huge. So I was like, if they're doing that in night one, boy, you have no idea what they have in night two. Night two was absolutely opposite. So night one, all the matches by the main event, the triple threat, nah, they were just there. The main event was really good. Night two, all the main events, all the other events building up to the main event were good. The main event was nah. I mean, the main event, the only guy who came to interfere in that match was Travis Scott. Come on, man. Come on. The Rock, the final boss, has pushed for John Cena, and what is going on between them and what was going on between him and Cody Rhodes was because of The Rock. The final boss. He was nowhere to be seen during WrestleMania. Like, man, I found it a bit underwhelming, to be honest. I found it a bit underwhelming. But yeah, I mean, there's a new new Intercontinental Champion. He's called Dominic Mysterio. That one caught me by surprise. That was honestly a very, very high moment for me in WrestleMania. New Tag Team Champions, of course. Becky Lynch is back as well. Oh, goddamn. So there are new Tag Team Women Champions. No, new Women's Tag Team Champions. Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria. They beat Liv Morgan and, of course, Rafael Rodriguez. Or what's her name? Yeah, something of that sort. Randy Orton. The opponent was Joe Hendry. Like, come on. I don't know. Look, Joe Hendry's not like he's the baddest or he's the worst. But I was expecting, I don't know, a bit more. I mean, I think, like someone was saying on Twitter, like, Sisi, what we're wrestling, we are spoiled brats. Like, you have seen so many things happening, even when something big happens, because it's not as big as it happened last time, we kind of feel some type of way. But that's what they have fed us. You can't blame us for being fed like that. Yeah, so for me, I mean, WrestleMania 41 was not, it has nothing on WrestleMania 40. When I look at what happened at WrestleMania 40 vis-a-vis what happened at WrestleMania 41, nah, WrestleMania 41 was a fail. That was a fail in my opinion. So, yeah, man, that's how the cook crumbled this weekend. Of course, there was the Kenya Premier League where Sofa Paka held Gor Mahia to a 1-1 draw. Gor Mahia now, they could have gone top of the table. They did not. Tusker, we beat, who did we beat 1-0? We beat Nairobi City Stars 1-0, going top of the table. Kenya Police, they were beaten, I think, on Friday by Ulinzi Stars. Makarao, wanapigwa na wanajeshi. Well, yeah, if actually that was to be the case, it kind of expected to be like that. Yeah, man, so Gor Mahia now, they have a game in hand against AFC Leopards. If they don't win that game, they can forget about winning the league. Yeah, they can't forget. Hopefully, since kama Tusker, we can maintain it. Hopefully, Gor Mahia versus AFC Leopards, when they play that leg, ends in a draw so that we can maintain the top spot and maybe go all the way to winning the goddamn league. Alright, that's how the quick crumbled. Enjoy your Monday, enjoy your Easter Monday and Easter week. It's gonna be a good week coming up. Yeah, hopefully I'll be seeing you and you'll be seeing me at the Extra Digest podcast dropping later this week. Adios, still that 5,000 subscribers.